Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today we're doing a solo playthrough for the game Starship Captains by CGE, designed by Peter B. Hofgaard. So this is the solo playthrough. It is the 1 to 3 sided board. It'll be pretty much the same setup as how I explained the game for that multiplayer game. I've already set up the game. I've just played it myself solo, so I'm playing it again, obviously this time recorded. Any questions, please let me know in the comments on YouTube at best. Any mistakes, completely unintentional, so you let me know of course as well and I'll correct them. And in terms of strategy, I'm looking to play fairly quickly, so if you find a better move, yeah, please let me know as well. Like I said, I will be doing this recording, so hopefully I won't get distracted, and let's see how we get on. So for this solo mode, it's slightly different. You have some tech cards here. These are basically various actions that the AI player can do. It's a beat your own score game, so you're comparing your score against nothing else, just against your personal best and however you've done before. So these are 4 different cards that can come out, and they will come out. Things that mean, for example, the passenger takes an action, this other ship, so we're playing green, orange will take a move and then attempt to take a tech card, or will take a tech card, depending on where it came along on the track. This lets you move, and then it'll take an mission card if there's one there, so it's going to move one spot, and over here it's going to fight a pirate where it is. That's pretty much what it is. I will give you a bit more of a brief through in a second. In the second and subsequent rounds, they're also going to get an additional tech card, so they get 5 turns on there in round 2. In round 3, they're going to have a total of 6 cards, they're going to get shuffled again, and round 7 is the same, so an extra card. If I can't go, I'll pass and they'll keep on taking turns. If they run out of cards, they'll be passing and I'll keep on taking my turns. So everything's set up. I've already played it with Teddy, which is the starting recommended passenger you take. In this one, it's slightly different, so I've picked specifically Ambassador Exurger, and there are certain cards that will come out and they've got a tin can location. So over here there are certain cards which are supposedly strongly related to what this does, and I can agree that they are. So we have the Universal Translator, actually used in the last game, we have the Captain's Chair and the Auction Terminal Rooms. So what these let us do is ultimately move up these various tracks, very much universally, because our scoring condition, unlike Teddy which scores a single point, you only score your lowest scoring track and you score it 3 times. So that's how that works to the faction tracks. Big table space. I am aware down the bottom here it's not fully unshot, so I'm going to move up slightly. Just be aware that I do have a medal here, this will kick in, and we have some cadets to me next round. So this is going to move up slightly, and that's it. Like I said, if you're enjoying the content, please hit that like button. Also, if you see it on BGG or anything like that, give a like there too. Also share, that's obviously really cool to let me know that others want to see it and their views on it. I've compacted in as much as possible. Any mission cards I take, I'm just going to move up to the top. I've got some artifacts ready, I've got some skulls, some pirates ready as well, and some spare medals as and when I need them too. So that's pretty much it. I've got my player aid off to the side should I need it, but I'm fairly familiar with the game now. I've played through every card that's come up, mission wise. I've played through all the alpha cards that come up. I've played at all player counts apart from 4, so I haven't played with the beta cards yet. And we do have specific cards that do go out on these faction tracks too. So I always have this one, which is discard one of your techs. Over here you're moving a triangle number and in number 5, so this is going to come out, so pirates will come out more, you'll see when that happens. And that's pretty much it. This does need to come out as well because that's from game round 2 onwards. So there we go. So away we go, we will be starting and we'll see how we get on. I did get 39 points in the last game, playing beat your own score. Of course I wasn't playing with this ambassador, so we see how we get on. That needs to come out too as well. And yeah, we start with 3 damage, we start from damage here. These tech cards were purely the ones from the prior game, so we're going to see how we get on. Right, let's see how we do get on. Now, solo playthrough mode as well. You also have the flipped side of this. I'm choosing to flip over my tech board as well. And we only have 2 Omega cards, not 3 in a standard multiplayer game. So let's look through what I could do. So we've got obviously some planets going on here. So we've got, we have missions, which have a total of about 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and of course, yeah, we have obviously this deck, that's what that represents. So we have a few places we can consider going to. This one obviously is the closest. It will be moving up these tracks. I do have the people to do it. It actually works quite effectively with it. But I can move 2 spaces. I can move over here. So I could choose to swap some tech around. Doesn't help me early on in the game. Could chuck out some pirates. Not very interested in doing that currently. Can move up the black track, which isn't good because I don't want to be discarding tech. And when we do go here, the way this works is when you reach the top of here, you're going to get one of these cards, not into your bay, but ultimately you're going to trigger one of them. So from now on, I'll be looking to get the universal translator to allow me to move up any of the tracks, of course, because my ambassador wants me to be doing that. So let's think what we want to start off with. We only have about 4 or so actions. It might even be fewer than that, we'll see. Let's see when we want to grab this guy. I think we should move and just focus on this. Again, not focusing highly on score. Move 1 and just stay there, only scoring 2 points and moving up these tracks. Now it's their turn, so again we're going to flip their top card, and what do they get? They have a passenger action, so now we do what the passenger does. So in this case you can discard a medal to move one of these tracks once, and then again you can move another track. So that card is now used for this particular round, and the way it works is this card is going to go above the board. Now again, just for everything in shot, without having to zoom out so much that maybe text isn't too visible, I'm just going to place it currently in space like that. And that's because a certain card, like I said, will steal a tech card from me. So I will discard a medal and move up 2 things. Now the reason why I want to do that is move up this one to get myself a medal back, so it doesn't actually do that much of a problem for me, and maybe moves up something else. Now again, I'm required to try and get everything as even as possible. I want to get some repair in, so I'm going to move up this one as well. Equally, I do want to get this kicking in too, so let's stick with that. And I'll move up these damage markers to the top, just because I know that you can see it from there. They might not be visible at the bottom. Now it's their turn. So now it's I moved, they did their turn, and now it's obviously my turn to do something. So I'm on this planet, chucking my blue ensign, my engineer, chucking my weapons person, spend them, because I'm already on the planet, so that's my turn. I will gain a medal, so grab an extra medal, chuck it over here, and I get to move up every track. So move them around, do the thing. So moving up a purple, I move up a yellow, and I move up on black. I can repair. Thinking where I want to pair, I have no idea presently. A wanted list, basically a point per pirate at the end, straight up 2 victory points. Didn't go for a single one of these cards last round. This replicator looks quite nice. Trying to complete cards and actually doing something like this would be nice. I haven't had a chance to do much of them before. This doesn't work with any of my spots currently. Over here, it also won't be very effective. None of these will. Jump drive is, because I can use my weapons crew member ensign to actually move as well instead, so that could be handy. But doing some repair looks quite nice, so maybe that's where I want to go. Chuck that out. Straight up 2 victory points though. It's not bad. It's just an action, but I'm not sure. So what thing do I want to chuck out? For now, let's just chuck out something which will be, hopefully we're going to get a better card out, which is why actually it's going to be quite helpful to bring something out. I'll just bring out this guy for now. Why? Because at least this card will give me a medal. Okay, done. Now it's their turn. They bring out their second card. In this case, okay, great. So this is a good example. They're fighting. So they're fighting next to where they are. You can remove it because it's next to where it is. So it means I can't fight it, which means I can't get some points, but equally I can now get past without getting damage. Now it's my turn again. Actually, sorry, this should have been taken. So moved up 1, 2, 3. I should move 1 extra space. I don't think I did that for white. So I am going to move up this one because again I want to kick in and grab that. So now that card is spent, but I'm just going to put it face down over here because of the limitation of space. Now it's their turn, so we're going to flip over the third card, and they have got this one. Okay, so this is to tech. So we put it into they move, and they're going to move exactly to, in this case I believe it's where we are. So yeah, they're going to move to your current location. It's called take tech, and it's called I've got your back. So it's going to move just right next to where I am. Boop. And sound effects are optional. It's going to take the third position along, which is this card, discard it, and a new card's going to come out. So hopefully this is better for me anyway. And that card is going to go there. Don't worry about that mission right now, it's quite far away. If I need to look at it, I'll look in due course. Now something I do need to do is take the 5, plonk it down here, and bring out a new card. Okay, I've got 1 cadet left. I'm not sure what I might do with it. I could choose to move and get ready for my next turn. I could turn it into maybe a tech person just to help me to move a bit too, but none of this is actually going to help me to move, which is maybe why I should remove this one first. Tricky decisions. I've got no artifacts to move either. I think for now I will just move. So spend that. So spend my medal, chuck that away, turn this into obviously road person, move it. The helm's person can move, and I'm going to move. In this case, I can move up to 2. I think I'll move over here, and let's see if I want to get the android. Okay, and yeah, sorry, wrong colour. Done. Now it's their turn, their final turn for them. In this case, they're going to move to my planet. Now, this is really annoying. Actually, sorry, they're going to move one space, and then take that mission. So they move one space and they take the mission, it's gone. So that's out of the game. Just chuck it at the bottom, it's fine. Okay, now, because I've taken it, this is going to replenish. So they are depleting stuff all the time, they're depleting this deck as well. It's going to get a new mission card, and that is one round done. Because I'm out of people, they're out of people. What we do, well, I tend to move to very ready room first. We're going to have a new card. This is going to go to our mothership space station. I'll get myself a medal. We have a new card, so this is all going to mix in together. And now it's round 2. So the rounds get slightly longer, but equally probably able to figure out what you want to do. Let's think what we want to do. Let's take that. So let's go for it. So we're spending a blue, we're spending a yellow, and I don't care about something else. I can't get the Android, so we'll do that. I'll do 2 repairs. So let's check out these 2, and they are gone from the game. And now I also get an artifact, so let's grab an artifact. Chuck it in this gap there, and of course ignoring this one. So I've done 2 repairs and all that. 7 victory points for Restore the Hive Mind. Spent. Now it's their turn. Before we do that though, we do need to flip this over. So you see the next highest number is red. Stick it there. This goes here. And again, via the description, you can check through to Instagram, over 2,600 posts. There's also Facebook, TikTok, and there is Patreon. We can support the channel for obviously future videos, etc. So they're up next. They've got a brand new deck. I didn't think I did shuffle them. Let's give one more shuffle. And they are going to, first off, they are going to move one space and take a mission card if they can. They can. So they've taken Infiltrate Pirate Base, which is fine. Wasn't interested in that one. Then we're going to flip that to bring it down here. They're going to come over here. And that's my turn. So where do I want to go next? Those have been spent. I want to have a very quick, short round this one. I only got 2 medals, can't get a commander. Up the 2 spaces. I know these guys coming in. That looks quite nice. Gets myself a medal. I don't want to discard tech. I do want to go up on these other tracks though. 2 positions. That is 2. Move up 2 on pink or purple. Over here, one of my choice and get a medal. And it's worth 6 points. Let's go here. 1, 2. So spending that. And I'm now waiting there. It's their turn. They have their second action. And right now, we've seen this already obviously. It's going to be fighting. So, can it fight something next to it? It can't. That's its turn finished. I've got no more actions. Their third action is this one. It's the passenger. So now I can spend a medal to move up, obviously 2 separate things if you want to. So first I move up this one to gain a medal back, which is brilliant. And then I probably will do the same thing again. It doesn't have to be the same thing. So, oh, you don't get the bonuses. Apologies. Yes, you don't get the bonuses, so that nets to 0. So I move up 2 positions. I'll go 1, 2, ready to get bonus next time. That's how it works. So now we are now looking into their turn. So now we have their 4th action. They're moving 1 space, gobbling up another mission card, and that's it spent. And we kind of know what the last one's going to be. The 5th one, it's going to take the 5th card. So now we no longer have that card. That's going to be discarded. Get a new card out. That is the end of round 2. On to round 3. So let's see what we're going to get. I will get myself a cadet. Of course, I'll be starting. We also need to obviously replenish everything else we need to do, which is here. So we do a space pirate attack first. That comes out, and let's start at 5 and go backwards. So where's 5? 5 is here. I'm going to chuck this out. We're going to grab a pirate ship. It's definitely going to go towards that planet. Number 4, unless it's yellow. If it is, we're going to go to the next one. No. We have 3. And it's going to also definitely have a pirate next to it. We have 2, which is definitely also going to have something. And finally number 1, which unless it is, well, it's definitely going to get one. And it's going to be green. Okay, round 3, what can I do? Let's ready the room. Okay, these are my ensigns, etc. ready to go. I'm out of my planet, I want to spend them. So I'm going to spend those 2, move something up. I think for now I do this to get myself a medal. and then I will also get myself another medal. So grab another medal. Oh, gone through quite a few more medals this game. Now something I couldn't do at the beginning of the turn, but I can do next turn, is get myself a command if I wish to. So do that, get this card, goes out, bring out the next highest number, which is 5, bring this card, and luckily it's next to me, which is really handy. Okay, next up we have got the AI. Card number 1 is going to be to move, and of course take that tech card. So it's going to move 1 space and then take that card. In fact, that one's different. It moves to my location. Moves to my location, then it's going to take this card, jump drive. It's spent, and a new card will come out. And then it is my turn. So I'm looking to see what I've got. None of these cards are blue. Is there anything here that will help me at the end of the game? Maybe. Promoting and moving up purple, which is pretty good because it's all about moving up these tracks. This is also interesting because when you resolve pirates, you can also game on as well. So let's consider that. Okay, what do I want to pick up on? No pirates coming on yet. Discard a pirate, still not relevant. Over here looks good and it does combo fairly nicely. So I think I will try and promote. So let's go for that. Unless there's anything else I can do. Grab 2 over there. That is actually great. So I'll actually just spend my ensign to make that into a red. So spend my medal, and I'm just spending 1, and that's fine. So now I've brought my red ensign out, my helmsperson. I could still convert that into a big red person, which I will do. So I'm going to spend, alternatively I can stick with 2 blues and get that instead. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to spend a single 1 to get a blue into becoming a yellow, which is inefficient to a degree, but the benefit is that from now on I can actually get this benefit, which I think will give me more victory points at the end. I might be wrong, but we'll see. So we have a yellow as well. They're now doing their thing, so they're going out and moving along. So we're completing this, 2 up on yellow. Gives myself an artifact, grab one of these. Of course, got some more artifacts now. And now I can complete red as well. So red is completed. I can move up 2 more, 1, 2. This triggers this bonus, so from now on I'm going to trigger this one. So this allows me to, whenever I move up a track, I can pick which track it is to try and even everything else out. I'm probably only going to get 9 victory points, 3 on each, but it's better than nothing. So let's see. Instead of this, I could have converted one of my medals, so losing half a point to gain 1 point for an android. Currently I think I'm okay. So that's completed the card that I was at, which I'm not sure what happened, but I'm pretty sure I was here. I don't know how I didn't get there, but I think I was there. So I'm not sure how that worked differently because they were there already. So did that, it's their turn. Maybe I got that wrong. They're going to move and take a mission, so they're going to move 1 and take this mission, it's gone. My turn, I've got a single blue left, single engineer left. After promoting, yeah, this looked good. If I want to promote, got my medals coming back in nicely. I think repair and a move is quite nice, but I'm not sure what else I could do instead. That'll help me with repair. Yeah, this side of the board I'm not favouring as much. Keeping medals is good for my ambassador ability, so I'm going to hold that back. It hasn't come out yet. Blue, blue, blue. I think I should take a card. I've never taken the cookbook, so I think I might just take this and place it somewhere useful. Does give me a medal. Let's try that out. But I'd rather get the repair. I think I'll go for the repair, because repair is actually a better point converter. So I've done that, and now it is their turn. Right, okay, so again, they are looking to fight. So what are they looking to fight? Strangely, this card, in my view, it looks slightly different, but it looks more like a plus. But anyway, they're now fighting. So can they fight? Yes, they can. They can fight any of them. You can pick which one they fight. I'm just going to pick this one because not too much of a reason. They both have androids on them. It's closer to me. Yeah, because it's closer, maybe I'll keep it. But equally, I want to probably get past it. I'll just remove this one. Okay, out of the game. And now it's, I've still got this blue guy actually. I haven't even used my blue guy. And I'm not sure what to do with that. Oh yes, I used my cookbook. So I'm tempted to take this card but now it won't work as well because there's similar kind of layout. Could do another repair. What else can we get done? A movement would be great. I need to kind of move off where I'm at. Ignore your first blast on each mission. It's only on a mission. Ignore pirates when you move. I did have stealth paint before and it was useful, but I think I'll skip it. This is handy, moving up tracks more. This isn't effective where I'm at, but I think I'm going to take it anyway. So I'm going to do blue to do that, and now I do get myself a medal back. So let's do that. It's their turn. They're moving one space and grabbing a mission. They are going to move, but they can't grab anything. Let's just move them into the centre. I've got no more actions. They have their fifth action. Again, they're fighting a pirate. They can take that one off. And now I'm done. But they have the sixth action, which is the passenger. So now I can spend my medals to move up 2 spaces. Again, I will not get benefits. 1, and I think I'll move the same one again. 2. Right, that is in round 3. We're taking our cards. Again, there's only twice I think I might have caught myself out by either not doing that or maybe I wasn't there. But we'll see at the end of obviously how I score. Let's also check where we're moving stuff. So that's going to move over here to 4. We'll bring out this card, big yellow thing to show you. Save a planet. We're now with my final cadet, the final round. So now what's my current score over here? 2, 3, 2. So I need to get those 2 guys up. Again, I can choose what I move up now with those cards, which is very useful. That other extra tech. So what can we do? Let's have a think. First up, I want to move to that location to probably get the 4 points. For some reason this hasn't kicked in either. I'm not sure how that worked, so I think that's good. Took that last card. That's a 5. Now, let's move over and round. And yeah, I'm very low on blues. It's a shame there's no good score on red in particular. I've only got 2 medals. I'm not getting any commanders currently. Definitely looks like a fun thing to do is jump down here though. And to move twice. Very good. 5 points as well. So that's a straight up 5. That does move me up on any track. So moving up on any track we know is a benefit. I feel like just doubling down on that for now. Yeah, okay, so let's do it. Move 1. Just to move here. It's their turn. Let's see what they first do. Their first move is they're going to move and take a tech. So they're going to move to me. That's what that represents. And then it's going to take this card. So I really do need to make sure I get this done. I can't waste time. Spend these 2 guys. I'm going to get myself another medal, another artifact. Grab one of these. That gives me great options now. I get to move up 2 up on any track. 1, 2, and now I've got 2 medals coming in. Nice medal engine. Wow. I've seen other people get those medals. Finally, it's my turn. So how many do I have? Quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We know we've got the passenger ability coming. I'll keep holding for now. And we're now all still in the 2 zone somehow. Well, still in the 2 for these guys. Solid 2. And we're not going to out of it with the passenger alone. But that card is now completed and I've got an extra 4 points. What else have we done? We've moved up 2 on black and we've picked everything else. I think I've done that correctly. So now it's their turn. This firstly though is going to go over here. I'm going to bring this out too. And of course I will give you my review at the end. So let's say what they're going to do. It's their second action. I'll compare it to the other one. They're going to move 1 planet and take a card. They can't. You can pick where they move. They can actually. They can move. Sorry, they're going to move here. They're going to take this card and it's going to go away. So I'm just going to chuck that away. Okay, next up, my turn. So I need to get down to this planet and try and complete it and get the benefit, although I don't need to, it's the final round. So do I need more than one of these guys? Well, that would be spent round 2. I think I will spend 3 medals, so obviously that's 1.5 points to get 1 thing back. I don't think I need to do all of that. Fighting a pirate could be good, but for now we're just going to spend a red just to move twice. 1, 2. And now it's their turn. So their third action is down here. They're fighting a pirate, they can take that one off. Now it's my turn. I am going to complete this. I'm going to spend 1 medal to make this into a helmsperson. And I might as well spend a medal to get a medal. I don't think it's needed, so I don't think I'll bother. So I'll just spend those 2 to only get the top ability, which is moving twice, which isn't great. I didn't even need to convert the cadet, to be honest. So I don't need to do it. I'll just send up 2 people. I'll just send up 2 people which aren't trained to do it. I think that'll be fine. And then of course we can crack on. So let's send these 2 people off. Can I fight anyone? I think I'll still send the red person. So that completes this card. I do get a medal. Another medal. We have another pirate attack, which is pretty good for me because I can start doing some stuff. So let's see where card 5 is. First this comes out. Card 5 is going to generate something down here, unless it's yellow, green. Card 4, any colour, doesn't matter. Card 3 is going to get yellow, which is fine. Card 2 is over here, unless it's green. It's yellow. And card 1, unless it's red. So let's see what we have. It is also green, it's fine, which is good for me because I have a final action. I might choose to actually fight these guys now by getting a commander. With all these guys, I'm going to pick them out. So this should have also spawned, it looks like to me. Not quite sure what happened there. I think our green was here. And I've also got some weapons. Spend some weapons to get some tech, which might even allow me to move as well. So let's spend some weapons. Let's spend these 2 weapons. So these 2 artifacts, they're spent to grab an android, or could grab some, I've got space for it. I could fight off this pirate, which is going to be 1 damage, 1 pirate, a medal, and an artifact, so it's worth a total of 1 point. I think this is better though. So I take a damage, doesn't matter where I stick it. I'll stick it here, I'll take myself an android, and I'll take myself that pirate. So that's my first action. Which is interesting, because now I consider these tech bonuses, and now it's their turn. And what are they going to do? Let's have a look. They're going to move 1 space and take a mission card. So they jump down here, and that's gone. Back to me. I can fight again. Got no missions to go on presently, unless I want to convert stuff. So for now, let's just fight off. Do I want to convert it? Can I get anywhere? Do I want to jump here and move everything at 1 space? That's an idea. I think that actually is a stronger play because it's going to guarantee me at least 1 more point because it's going to be tripled. So let's try that up. I'm going to convert the yellow, wasting 1 point, or half a point, sorry, to grab myself a red cadet to move 1 spot. The alternative is to chuck out 1 of these cards to let me move instead, which is better. So instead of red, I go for blue. I bring out this card, which gives me at least 1 point at the end of the game to jump down here. It's their turn. What do they have? Card number 5. Okay, so they are going to be now fighting. So they're moving 1 position and fighting. Let's see. Right. So they're going to move to my spots, not fight, but they are going to take a tech card. So they're taking this card, so it's gone. And so these should be coming out. Not that I've been wishfully using them. I'm now able to use my ability. I could have done it in the last round, in fact. So I can move everything up 1 position. 1, 2, and let's move this one so we get rid of triangle 5, and that does actually bring out a new mission. And that would of course be spent. And now I'm thinking where I want to go for that kind of last turn. So I could move again. We know we're going to reach this zone, which is fine. I will have to discard my techs, which isn't terrible. Obviously it's going to be this one. I still haven't promoted my people yet. So if I do, it doesn't help me too much. But it does allow me to move anything I want, which could be good if it gives me an android. So I think I might do that. I might just try it out. Let's convert 3 to get myself a commander, which allows me to move up purple. So it has to be purple, but I can pick. I want to move this one up here because I know that's going to work out anyway. And now it's a chance to do something. 2 actions, or bring out a tech card. Bring it out and lose it. I think that works quite well. Let's bring out this card, which gives me a repair. So that saves me a point at the end of the game. Don't lose it. I get myself a medal. And I can also do another action. So let's see what I want to do. I'm going to attempt to, I've got 2 spaces left. That blue action, do I want to do another? Let's see what we get first. That should be that one as well. So this one helps me move and any tech bonus, so that's quite nice. I'm going to grab that with my second commander ability. The first one was used. I can use the same thing twice. So it comes all the way around to here now. That's fine. And I've still got my android. So what does this do? We get ourselves another medal. We have another move, so we can move down here. The downside is we only have 1 person left. We've only got android, and we need a second person unless I can get somewhere which has 2. What is moving up next? Position 3. No, position 4 is coming up next. So a single move will not help me. But I can get myself an android. Interesting. Excellent. I've taken that action. It's now their turn. So now this is going to be over to here. They are now obviously going to be fighting. So they're in this position and they're going to fight and move that. Back to me. I'm going to take myself an android. So I get a second android. It's a straight up victory points. Take that off. And now it's their turn. So this is their android card themselves, their passenger card. And now I get to spend one of my medals to promote. So I can promote whatever I like. This is what I wanted to do. So that's going to reach this zone. That's going to reach this zone, which gives me yet another android, which is another victory point. And now I'm pretty much out of people. I've only got androids. They can't activate rooms, so I can't go anywhere. I've got loads of medals, which I can't do anything with. So that will end the game. They can't do anything else. I can't do anything else. I can bring out a new card, but it won't make any difference. So now we're going to score up. So just whilst I'm scoring up, I'm going to give a quick review. I've enjoyed this solo playthrough more than the prior one. Now, with any solo game, you've got to make sure you're aware of every action you're taking to make sure you've done it correctly. Hopefully, keeping an eye on these things does make sense, so you don't make a mistake. In terms of play, I think it's very similar to the original. I enjoy it. I guess the AI effect, I think you need to have some predictability, which is good. So you definitely know that you can benefit. Some of these cards aren't negative. Like these, sometimes they can be negative as well. Just a single card presently for those kind of options. And yeah, I mean, in terms of a rating, I'd kind of give this a 7.4 as an AI kind of solo mode experience. I would give the original slightly, well, actually pretty much about the same. I think I found that missions are the only kind of way really to go to get loads of points, and that is something to be aware of. And let's start looking into the scores. So how many cards do I have? I tend to count up that you get between like 6 and 8 normally. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness, only 6. Not many cards. I've got a total score of 2, 7, that's 9. 6 makes 15, 19, 23, 28. That's not bad. So 28. How about these tracks? So I'm up to 3, so it's the lowest track is 3. You times that by 3, so we get 9 points, same as the last game. Any of these Omega cards, I did have 1 pirate fought off, so I get a single point here. So that's just 1. I'm sure I fought off more than 1, but maybe I didn't. Okay, so 1 point there. How many commanders and how many androids and how many pirates? Well, I've got 1 pirate, I've got 1 commander and 3 androids, that's 5 points. I've got some leftover medals, so that is half a point each, that's 1.5, and 1 piece of artifact, so that's another half a point, that's 2 points for that. I've got some damage, just -3, so my score is 28 plus 9, 37, plus 1, 38, 43, 45, 42. That's my best score ever. Oh no, sorry, it's not my best score ever. It's better than my prior solo score of 39. So that is the score of 42. We can look up what that means. I have already gone through it because nearly everything in my scores are always between high 30s and high 40s. So 42, upon your return, you're immediately besieged by reporters demanding to know how you survived all those pirate attacks. They also want your opinion on miniskirts. So that is the game. Now when I do pack it away, I always take a baggie, and I tend to always put things in there exactly as you would obviously for your next game. So in this instance, you've got your baggie, you have 2 blue, 2 yellow, 2 red. You can yourself, you take a cadet obviously to start off with, a cadet for rounds 3 and 4. You're going to take in your 7 damage tokens, so they all need to go in here as well. So it's the 3 which are taken off, there's 3 remaining here, and obviously that final one which we took off too. Aside from that, everything else is in there. We've got ourselves our medals, so the medal you start off with, the medal you get around the next round, you chuck in your bag, but also your person as well, your ship. So any thoughts? Again, please let me know, very keen to catch up with you with another one. And for now, back to the table.